The quality of your marketing minus envy is how happy you are. This is episode number 374 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads, amplifying more quality. Last week, we were showing a pathetic example why you need to be cautious using AI for guidance. You got to check it out because this simple question right in front of you really says it all on how you need to pay attention, how to use artificial intelligence. But this week, we're moving right into another topic that we're passionate about, which is the quality of your marketing and being very aware about envy controlling how happy you are. And what we want to do is first start with what's the stimulus of this week's quick tip? Well, last week we participated in a webinar. Should I say we listened to a webinar of another marketing firm being promoted by a software company, and we were shocked. They talked for 50 minutes about statistics after statistics that were focused in on one word and one word only: quantity. And the quantity was so overwhelming that we could not believe that anybody would listen to it and realize how much money somebody will spend in the pursuit of quantity and not take into consideration how to manage quantity, how to manage all of the unqualified leads, the time wasted focusing in on things that don't matter. But it was ridiculous how much time was focused in on quantity. So, what we want to do is take a moment and have you reflect on quality for a moment, because what I want to do to keep it so simple is name an historical figure, any historical figure that you admire, and take a moment to think about that person and the impact of whatever it is you might be thinking about politically, religiously, or whatever that stimulates you on that historical figure. And just take a moment to think about, what do you have that is enviable from that if that historical person was around today, right? One of them, it's really simple. Imagine being that historical figure and realize that that person will never ever be able to take a hot shower just to start their day, let alone end their day. So, right there, even though you admire that person for whatever it is that you think about, they would have something right out of the gate to start their day and end their day that would be enviable towards your life. Could you imagine that person historically being able to even understand the level of entertainment that you have in your life compared to that historical figure? Imagine the ability to simply live longer through modern medicine, being aware of how to eat healthy, and so forth. And so there are many things to put it into perspective of. Envy is something that is really difficult when people only pursue quantity. And there is a generation of marketers who are so focused on quantity because that's all they could think about, that it's very difficult for them to focus in on quality and brand marketing. So, what we wanted to do, because we were looking at this presentation and the numbers were simply ridiculous. They simply could not realize that when someone is able to say, that you're going to get thousands of leads per month, you need to take a moment and realize the level of effort it's going to take to go through those thousands of leads to figure out what's relevant. So, what we did was we started to just quickly look at our clients, and we realized we're pretty happy as a marketing firm. But then again, we're managing quality over quantity, we're educating quality over quantity. And it seems that when people focus so much on what they want, and are able to enjoy their life without being envious of what the other person may have more in volume, turn it around to try to take a moment to focus in on the envy it takes when you're able to build a successful quality marketing environment where the things that come into your day that are new are traditionally more relevant. Using this example here, and we just took a quick a year to date snapshot of a client, and we're just looking at it, and we realized when we were looking at the numbers, we were pretty happy that on a weekly basis, or monthly should I say, yeah, when you break it down, that somewhere between 25 and 100 real leads are coming in rather than thousands. And when you try to think or mislead yourself that thousands of people are interested in your service on any given month, we find it pretty ridiculous as a remodeler, a specialty craftsman. And then what we did was we took a step further to look at the details, and we realized in this 6 month period, just under 6 month period, that out of the 352 real leads that came in over a 19-week period, it's averaging about 18 real visitors. And so when we were looking at another person's presentation that was literally showing thousands and thousands of visitors per month, we knew that the direction of that marketing firm was completely wrong in their a spirit on how they like to think, because they're just focusing on this higher number, and it needs to dwindle down to the relevant numbers that make you happy. Remember, marketing is an essential skill, but you need to take into consideration, are you focusing in on just more, more, more? Or are you focusing in on better, better, better? But one of them needs to lead the way. And if you're only focusing on a more, that will traditionally take up a lot of extra time and effort and expense in order to manage what's real and what's not. This is my online toolbox reminding you to please like us and follow us on Facebook and YouTube for our weekly quick tips. Check out our Instagram channel for our weekly featured projects showing the best in ongoing marketing in the construction industry. And never forget to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we'll see you next week.